And let's see if we can get Cole's mic working. Can you talk in the mic, Cole?
What up?
Yeah.
Can you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got your volumes in pretty good, man. So how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right.
I really appreciate you coming out to the studio.
I appreciate you having me very much.
Yeah, anytime. So last week, my listeners know, but for anybody who's just tuning in for the first time, last week I had in the studio Tim Tripp. And Tim Tripp and Cole Jackson are going to be playing a show on February 29th. That's the leap year day. Is that at the Siren Song Tavern?
That is, yep, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know how late it goes?
I would imagine fairly late.
I think there's a $10 cover. Do you know? I think that's what Tim was telling me.
That makes sense.
And $10 cover, and it comes with one of Tim's new albums. He's actually dropping his album that night.
Yeah, Labyrinth, I believe.
So how do you know Tim? How do you guys connect?
You know, I checked out the open mic at Siren Song probably maybe a year and a half ago, maybe a little more. And we had a pretty similar style. At the time, I was like promoting my stuff as psychedelic rock, and I think he was in a similar boat. And he reminded a buddy of ours of my music, and we just kind of dug each other's style. And
have you guys played a show together before?
Yeah, I've opened up for him probably 3 times now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's always an honor.
Well, I think it's really cool that I had him in, and now I'm having you in as like a super preview. I actually preview bands before all the bands that are playing this weekend in and around town. I try to preview with what they have on YouTube. And so it's super cool to have you here and Tim here too weeks before the show to just kind of like promote it, multiple times.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have something queued up here from Cole Jackson. This song is called Ghost from the demo tape. Is it all right to play this song, Cole?
Yes, please. Please do.
Is there anything you'd like to say about it before I press play?
It's the first song I made that I coined as my style. Made a few EPs before, and this was the one I was like, okay, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. So
this is Cole Jackson doing Ghost. Is there a long silence before it starts?
There is, yes. Really sets the tone.
Oh, it's coming.
On the run from my last life, magic in the mirror of my mind's eye. When the time's right, water will be clearer, but sip on that insight. It's all a pretty picture, what you want on the inside. State of being where I stay low. Yeah, I play with my eyes closed. I don't know where I should be or go. I black out all my clothes and borrow your broken skull. Untwist my mind, realign and find where these angels go. But is your mind made up or down the rabbit hole? If I desire in my life like a line of dominoes. Don't mind me if I'm stuck on repeat, cause I can't count sheep if my ego is bleeding. Eyes on me like a crumpled receipt with the matching numbers of a winning lottery. And I'm so tired of the world on repeat, so I'll make these beats cause the rhythm is breathing. Eyes on me, I'm the one in the seat, and I'm questioning if my free will's a real thing.
All right, that is Cole Jackson doing Ghost. I've got Cole with me here in the studio at the Coastal Underground at Humboldt Hot Air. That's HumboldtHotAir.org. All right, Cole, that song Ghost, you said that sort of defined your sound, is that right?
Yeah, I would say so.
That's really cool. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the background of that song in particular and like what you're feeling and what you're singing about?
Yeah, I was at a point in my life where I had to pretty much leave everything I knew behind, the people that I was hanging out with, even family members. There was just a need to create a space for myself, and it was very difficult to do so not alone. And though I don't preach isolation or solitude, it is a significant part of my life that I just had to express some way because there was still a kind of light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Well, it came through, man. The light's shining.
I appreciate that.
So that was Cole Jackson doing Ghost. Cole Jackson is playing a show on February 29th alongside Tim Tripp at the Siren Song Tavern. Cole Jackson also brought in an acoustic guitar and is willing to play us a song here on the radio. But I want to tell you guys what you just heard. The same thing happened to me when Tim Tripp came in the studio. I went and saw this guy, Tim Tripp, as well as Cole Jackson, at the Siren Song Tavern for an open mic. And I see them bust out their acoustic guitars and sing to me some song they wrote. And, you know, it's hip, but it's not hip-hop. And then you get online and you press play on their online material, both Tim and Cole here, and they have beats behind them, you know, and it's a kind of a rap. Yeah. Anyway, really interesting stuff. So it's really cool to hear it both, to play that song online and also have Cole Jackson bring his guitar in tonight. You guys are in for a treat.
I appreciate that.
What do you want to play for us?
I'm thinking of playing one of the newer songs I've written called "In the Dark."
In the Dark.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to keep quiet over here.
Cool.
Yeah, you know.
There we go.
Are you sure that's all right?
Yeah.
I can adjust anything you need adjusted. Like
this should be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go, you guys. Say the name of the song one more time.
In the Dark.
In the Dark. Cole Jackson.
In the dark, I see a little better. In the light, I'm blinded by the truth. Oh, I know you've heard it all before me. Well, maybe I'm just too quick to assume. I see cynical, morbid memories, dejected depth, this carnage. Till I aim for a bend, the blues don't mean depressed. It's a risque quest. Feels like everyone expects the same old song. Well, me,
I'd rather play something new. Expect me to want to be wanted. Well, I'd rather disappoint you, but it doesn't make it true. Feels like everyone is born to be a liar, 'cause nothing ever really came through. It's like the part of me I just can't open up to is always gonna exist in you. Maybe I'm falling back into my heavy thoughts that I'd rather give up all at once, but they just don't seem to let me up, singing from an empty cup. So in the dark I see a little better, and in the light I'm blinded by the moon. And I'm sure you've heard it all before me. Well, that's no reason not to give me room. So what I gotta do to make it up to myself for abandoning me for everyone else? I'm afraid of falling into my old fears. Yeah, I'm scared to tell you what I want, 'cause I don't think you really know love. I won't tell you, who am I to judge? You got my finger on the string, but you still won't listen. That's okay, you don't want my friction. I'll do it my way till the bitter end. I'll do it my way, we don't gotta be friends. This time I'm breaking into myself, 'cause nobody else can find the door that I locked my heart in and gave the key to ego. Yeah, this time I'll know for sure. If in the dark I'll see a little better, and if the light will blind me from my love. And I thought I'd heard it all before me. Well, maybe that's just those voices from above. I wrote some words that gave me peace of mind, but I forgot what they were. And I feel in time I'll probably find my way back home again. Yeah. Maybe that's why I can't pretend till I let my demons ride back in, finding progress in the new world's death. Here I go again. In the dark I saw a little better, and in the light I was blinded by their truth. And now I know I'll never finish the story. Well, maybe that just means more stories in the end. What a blessed mess if I can undress and let you see me naked. Then I'll get to know that lovely pain again and again and again and again. Swim into my mind if you can bear the deep end, 'cause my friend, I'd love to kill this doubt, but when?
Dude, that's sick. Thank you so much for giving us that gift tonight, man.
Oh, I appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you.
Hey, dude, you come in, his guitar, you guys can't see, obviously, but I'm sitting here with Cole Jackson. This is the Coastal Underground. I'm your host, Micah C. Miracle, and Cole Jackson comes in here to Humboldt Hot Air, humboldthotair.org, and brings his guitar, missing the string. And dang, man, I don't even think it mattered, man, because your voice really carried that song, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. And so, did you play that whole song on one string?
Yep.
That's great. That's great, man. It's a good accompaniment. Hey, what do you want to say about that song? Is there anything in particular?
Man, most of the time...
it was called In the Dark, that's right?
In the Dark, yeah. It definitely has a big picture message of the mindset I've had the last few years, kind of going into parts of myself that probably... aren't really allowed in a kind of social environment until I bring it out in music. But it's pretty cool because I always either write words or I make an instrumental, and they never line up. I have a bunch of instrumentals and a bunch of songs with lyrics that have no accompaniment. And
that's wild.
That one came out at the same time.
Lucky.
So yeah,
it was serendipity.
Yes, exactly.
That's great. So, are you a Humboldt local? Are you from Humboldt originally?
Yep, I was born in Fortuna. Moved to Lake County like right after I was born, and spent my early childhood years there. Came back to Humboldt Middle School and stayed through high school. Went to Sacramento for a little bit, came back, went to Missouri for a little bit, came back, went to Medford for a little bit, came back, and I've been here for the last couple of years.
Right on. And you've been, how long have you been performing your music at open mics and other shows?
That's pretty recent. I'd say probably 2022, early 2022. I grew up like singing in church when I was a kid.
Yeah. You know what? The church singers, the church piano and organ players, the church guitarists, the church bass players, the church drummers, they are fantastic. The kids really get into it, and it's like
Definitely.
I mean, you're there every Sunday, I guess, and maybe even on the weekday too. And
yep.
So anyway, yeah, the kids get good in
Yeah.
church. I play guitar, and I've played with some church members before and been blown away. And they're always got great sound at a church, actually, too.
For sure, yeah. No, a lot of the best music I've heard has been in a church.
So have you been catching other people around town, live music?
Oh, yeah. I just recently saw Queen Karma and Hard Eyes play at the Jam.
Are those local bands?
Yeah, local punk bands. They killed it.
Oh, they killed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm going to have to get some of that and play
Definitely.
some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight we have at the Siren Song Tavern. Tonight there is a show. It started actually 15 minutes ago. It's got Death Doula, It and I, and Fox Medicine. And I've got samples from all of these bands. It's I do a live band preview every week. And you're here with me, so we're going to listen to some of this music together.
Sweet.
And we'll get your opinion on some of this. I have a little clip here that I want to play, if I can find it. When I do my live band preview, I like to play this clip right here. It's time.
It's time
For a live
for a live band preview.
That's right. It's time for a live band preview. And as I was just discussing with Cole Jackson, there is a show tonight at the Siren Song Tavern featuring Death Doula, It and I, and Fox Medicine.